Welcome back to the Streetport Connection with Tommy, and this is going to be your TNA Slammiversary results report. And here we go, straight to the pay-per-view. There wasn't any dark matches or warm-up matches or any type of matches before the event even started. And they started off with a pyro, I believe, opening video, which was put online before the pay-per-view even started. It introduces the tag team title match as the opening match. And they start off with pyro. Taz and Mike Tenay hype the pay-per-view. Christy Hemme is your ring announcer for the entire night. Match number 1, tag team title match. James Storm and Alex Shelley with Bobby Roode versus the British Invasion, Douglas Williams and Magnus. Roode starts off with his, Roode is there with his arm in a sling, joins the broadcast position with a 6-pack of beer. Roode says Storm and Alex Shelley are like the All-Star team. Great suplex by Magnus on Shelley, but he doesn't go for a cover. Fans start to chant USA, USA, USA. With legs open on the ropes, Shelley does a suicide dive onto both members of the British Invasion. On the outside of the ring now, high impact move by Shelley on the top rope, but only got a 2 count. Storm accidentally spit into Shelley's face, which nearly cost the babyface the tag titles, with Storm nearly being pinned. Sliced bread by Alex Shelley, and Storm gets the pinfall to retain the tag titles at 10:56. So the match was ended 10 minutes 56 seconds. Storm and Shelley shake hands after the match. Backstage we see Jeff Jarrett arrive 2 hours before the show. Then we see Kurt Angle arrive at 5:20 p.m., which is about an hour 40 minutes before the show starts. Backstage, JB interviews Scott Steiner. Steiner calls the fans in the building and watching live white trash. He then says Morgan isn't as strong as he thinks he is. After the match, Steiner said he is going to show Matt Morgan's girlfriend what it is like to be with a real man. Christy Hemme messes up the intro for Steiner. She said he was from the University of Michigan in Detroit, which is actually in Ann Arbor. Match number 2, Steiner versus Matt Morgan. With Morgan down, Steiner asks the fans to look at his candy ass. Brian Hebner is referee for this one. Steiner maintains upper hand. Morgan feeds off the crowd, hits a running clothesline. Side slide by Morgan, sit down slam into a pin by Morgan, but only got a 2 count. Back in control now, Steiner continues to heat up the crowd. Steiner recliner applied by Big Papa Pump. I call him Big Papa Slump. On Morgan lifted Steiner, but Steiner does a victory roll, but only got a 2 count. Carbon footprint by Morgan gets the victory with a 9-minute 20-second match. After the match, Morgan kissed his wife sitting at ringside. Backstage, Jeremy Borash interviews Jeff Jarrett. Jarrett has already taken everything from Angle, his wife, his kids, his integrity, and tonight he'll take what's left, his gold medal. Jarrett says the victory tonight is dedicated to Karen, who was home in Tennessee. But when they did the video, it looked like they were backstage. Match number 3, your X Division title match, Abyss versus Kazarian versus Brian Kendrick. Earl Hebner is the referee for this contest, with Abyss lifting Kendrick to start off the match on the outside. Kaz hits a drop kick onto Kendrick. Black hole slam by Abyss on Kendrick, but Kazarian quickly broke up the possible pin. Missile drop kick by Kendrick on Abyss, but only got a 2 count. Tornado DDT by Kazarian on Abyss, but he kicks out to save the title. Double drop kick by Kazarian and Kendrick on the champion. Then Kazarian goes to the ropes, does a leg drop on Abyss as Kendrick climbs to the top and does a splash. And they both simultaneously tie and pin Abyss, but only get a 2 count, because Abyss kicks them both off. Roll up by Kazarian, kick out by Abyss. Kaz and Kendrick went at it for a few seconds as Abyss slowly makes his way back up to the ring apron. Abyss pulls out Kendrick as he was about to pin Kazarian and pin Kaz himself at 12 minutes 02 to retain the X Division Championship. After the match, Abyss cuts a promo into the close-up camera, divide and conquer in a three-way. Then they show a highlight video package of Crimson versus Samoa Joe. If you don't remember, Crimson is undefeated until this match. And Crimson doesn't let his ring music complete as he comes storming into the ring as the referee rings the bell to officially start the match. Samoa Joe was out first. On the mat, single leg Boston Crab applied on Crimson. After a series of near fall pin attempts and frustration, the guys exchanged facial slaps. As both guys were wore down now, they exchanged a series of punches. Crimson moved out of the way of a possible muscle buster attempt. Crimson surprised Joe at 10 minutes 34 seconds with a spear and gets the victory. The two shake hands after the match. Joe appeared to say they would do this again. Backstage, Jeremy Borash interviews Winner and Angelina Love. Winner tells Angelina that she is ready to take her medicine. Love said that she won't need that anymore and that she understands. And match number 5, Mickie James versus Angelina Love for the Knockout Championship. Earl Hebner is your referee. They didn't say who the referee was in the Samoa Joe versus Crimson match. Earl Hebner's referee. James keeps a watchful eye on Winner outside of the ring. On the outside, Love rammed James into the ring steps. Pass pressed by James. From the top rope onto Angelina. Back heel kick by James. But Love was helped to the rope by Winner. Love attempted to pin James and grabbed the bottom rope, but Winner tried to stop her. Hebner saw her and argued with Winner. Winner again tried to give Love extra leverage, but James kicked out. After a botched DDT, James pinned Love at 8 minutes to retain the title. After the match, James is attacked by Winner. Winner hits her with her own belt. Hebner yells at her to leave, leaving a weary James in the ring. And Angelina Love says she's going to get her revenge no matter what. She's she's tired of the big country crap on Facebook. And she's going to get her revenge. Probably tomorrow night on the TV taping. Alright, they cut backstage. Bully Ray is interviewed by Jeremy Borash. Bully Ray says he's a man while AJ Styles is a boy. Bully Ray said he's 6'3" and 285 pounds. He may be 285, but he ain't no 6'3" because he's smaller than I am. I'm 5'11". Almost the same weight. Just a few pounds under that. Maybe 281. In the best shape of his career, he said he's mad at himself for not getting rid of Styles earlier. And the match is up next. Match number 6, Bully Ray versus AJ Styles in the last man standing match. Fans starts to chant, "Let's go AJ." On the outside, Bully Ray pulled up the ring steps and went after Styles near the guardrail. Bully Ray places a trap Styles under steps and put weight on it for additional pressure. Series of chomps appeared to show busted up blood vessels on AJ's chest. AJ asked for another. Then the loudness of the chomp got fans to chant, "Holy shit! Holy shit!" Springboard allowed AJ to nail Bully Ray with a punch as the referee counted to 6 with Bully Ray before he broke the count. Sit down powerbomb by Bully Ray from the ropes landed both men hard on the mat. As the referee started to count both men down, Bully Ray grabbed the chain, but Styles got it away from Bully Ray and nailed him with it on the outside. Bully went under the ring to blade himself. Came out with color. Styles continued to throw punches and finally brought him back into the ring. Springboard 450 on Bully Ray as the referee counted, but he was able to get back to his feet. Bully Ray tossed Out of the ring, Styles launched himself onto Bully Ray. Ray is a bloody mess now. Bully Ray tossed Styles to the top of the stage. Pele by Styles, and he kicked Bully Ray off to the floor. Running forearm off the stage to the floor and on Bully. Fans chanted, "This is awesome," as Bully Ray broke the count at 8. Styles sets up a table. Styles nailed Ray with a chair, putting his opponent on the back of the table. Back to the stage, Styles climbs up to the steel structure and does the Macho Man elbow drop onto Bully Ray, landing both men through the table, both men down. As the referee counts, Styles is up at 6, but Bully kicks him down from the floor. Bully gets up before 10 and is declared the winner because Styles actually never got up. How you figure that was a botch from the referee? Because Styles was up first, and that match lasted 20 minutes and 18 seconds. You think it was a heck of a match? It was for that style of a match with a screwed up finish. Staff, security, and referee helped both battered men up to the back. Backstage, Mr. Asshole tells Jeremy Borash to watch what he is going to do tonight. On the way to the ring, Mr. Anderson grabs the mic and said tonight there will be a new World Heavyweight Champion. And he said the new champion will be from Green Bay. He hesitates for a second as the crowd is already way ahead of him. Green Bay, Wisconsin. He said Mr. Anderson, and before a second, Anderson. Sting snuck up behind. And the match starts with Sting wailing on him on the stage, heading down to the entrance ramp. Match number 7, TNA World Championship match. Sting versus Mr. Anderson. Once the match officially started, Sting brawled with Anderson into the crowd. Sting tossed Anderson again into the Impact Wrestling sign, but Anderson returned the favor. Referee Jackson James allowed them to count to continue to brawl into the audience. Finally back in the ring, Mr. Anderson worked on Sting's left arm. Anderson applies an arm bar. Anderson does the DDT on Sting's arm, but Stinger kicked out. Wrist lock by Anderson on Sting's left arm. Sting finally gained the upper hand, and a series of clotheslines. Stinger splash, and Sting set up for the Scorpion Deathlock, but Eric Bischoff runs out to distract Sting and remained at ringside. Pay attention now. This is where it actually is another screw-up match. Near fall attempt by Anderson at 14 minutes. And looked frustrated. Scorpion Death Drop, and it appeared it was a 3 count. I believe the referee at this point was already did a ref bump, which threw the first referee out. And at this point, Earl Hebner is coming in to finish off the match. And he did count to 3 as I was watching it, but as he also was pointing to Eric Bischoff to get out of the ring at the same time as the 3 was coming down. So he waved the count off. Sting thought he won because he was doing all this. Well, the referee said, no, you didn't win. Anderson low blows Sting after that, and Anderson pins Sting at 15 minutes 49 seconds to win the TNA title. After the match, they reviewed the tape several times. Bischoff hit the mat first, so when the referee counted 2, it appeared it was a 3 count. But I saw all 3 times. It goes 1, 2, 3, but like I said, at the same time, Bischoff was coming in the ring, which the count's supposed to automatically stop. Okay. So they kept it as Anderson keeping the title. And they already announced the winner of the next match is your new number 1 contender, so I guess the automatic rematch clause does not exist anymore. Karen Jarrett is interviewed live via satellite from Tennessee, not backstage. Karen said Mike Tenay isn't concerned about her, and she is stuck at home because her ex-husband pushed her. The satellite and the sound are a few seconds off, at least is on my direct Well, I have Comcast. Comcast. Well, I didn't have. I got Comcast, but I didn't order the pay-per-view because I had to work. And to me, this pay-per-view wasn't even worth buying. Well, anyways, report. Back to report. You are an A1 ball buster, said today to Karen. We see Angle Jet highlight video package. Jeremy Borash did the ring introductions for the final match of your pay-per-view. Match number 8, Jeff Jarrett versus Kurt Angle, number 1 contenders match. Stipulation: if Jarrett wins, he receives Angle's Olympic medals. Fans are firmly behind Angle with loud chants of Angle, 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 let's go Angle. Jarrett was able to flip Angle over the rope, which allowed Jarrett to work on Angle on the floor. Jarrett dropped Angle's neck on the guardrail. Both men hit cross body blocks at the same time, which grounded both competitors until a referee gets a 5 count. At the 9-minute mark, Angle went for the ankle lock, but Jarrett was able to roll through. Quick angle slam, but Jarrett was able to kick out at 2. Jarrett hit a stroke at 10 minutes and 25 seconds, but Angle kicks out. A series of reversals for power driver attempts lands Jarrett into the ankle lock. But the roll through knocks out referee Brian Hebner. Again, another referee bump. From under the ring, Jarrett grabs a guitar and nails Angle with it. Referee is still out. Earl Hebner runs down, but only a 2 count. German suplex number 1, German suplex number 2, and a trifecta. But Angle failed to put Jarrett away. Angle pulls down the straps. Angle went to ram Jarrett in the corner, but he moved out of the way. Angle rams his own shoulder into the ring post. If you can see the highlights on Thursday's Impact, you can see some marks on the shoulder where he actually did scratch up his shoulder. Stroke from the top rope, but Angle kicks out. Jarrett applied the ankle lock on Angle. Fans chanted Angle, 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 but Angle was able to get out when they started chanting USA, USA, USA. Angle puts on this time Angle counters out and puts on the ankle lock of his own. Jarrett taps out, double tapping. At the 17-minute 37 mark to become the new number 1 contender for the TNA Championship. After the match, they show highlights, and that ends the show. Thanks for watching, and see y'all tomorrow night when Raw and Impact does their taping.